Contestant to Toastmasters, Mama said those words to me when I was little. At that time, I just rolled my eyes. But since that day, speaking up has become my strength and weakness. Speaking up has brought me friends and enemies. It is a double-edged sword. Ladies and gentlemen, in most buses in Jakarta, we can see a driver who drives and a conductor who walks around asking for payments. Both of them share one common goal. The goal is to ensure that their bus is filled as efficiently as possible. They are the world's most efficient people I've ever known. Well, after my Padangese mother. Efficient to the core. So one night, I was waiting for my regular bus. It came and I went in. Since the seats were full, I had to stand. Just when I thought that life in bus couldn't possibly be any more miserable, another bus passed, honking at my bus. And the driver of the other bus were like, "Look at my human sardine." And you know, the bus drivers and conductors in Jakarta are not only efficient, but they're also highly competitive. So when my bus driver and conductor turn back and see that their passengers nicely sit, while few of them stand elegantly singing "What a Wonderful World," and that they are all breathing normally, it hurt their pride. So, I can imagine the conversation taking place between the two of them. The conductor, "Yo boss, look at them. Silly smile, cocky people. Give them nightmare." Then the conductor pushed around those who were standing, like we do when we are tidying up our bookshelf, to create space. And when he saw some unhappy faces, he would go, "Not happy? Go take taxi." So when he came to me and pushed me aside with his huge hands, I came back. He yelled at me, "Yo, move!" I knew if I insisted to have my space, he would have asked me to go take taxi. So I made this gesture. He mocked at me, crying. And I replied, "No sir, I'm not crying. Your mouth stinks." The other passengers held their breath thinking, "Oh, this is it. That dwarf will die." But hey, the conductor left me. I can enjoy some space now. Speaking up works. Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what will happen if the driver and conductor see that their passengers all sit and nobody stands? They will go insane. "Yo boss, look at them, all sitting. Showtime." The showtime means that the conductor will stop other bus and then command all passengers to move to the other bus. It happens for so many times. And just like this one day, the conductor shouted to us to quickly leave the bus. The other passengers started to wish for their disappointments, but nobody spoke up. Finally, I shouted back, "No! We stay! And then the other passengers started to follow me. "Yes! We stay! We pay for it!" All of us refused to move until there's nothing the conductor could do but to continue driving. Speaking up works! Now, do you know Elizabeth Gilbert, the best-selling author of It, Pray and Love? She says, "A true soulmate is like a mirror. But to live forever with your soulmate is too painful. Now, when I think about those episodes I had with the drivers and conductors in Jakarta, I wonder, are they my soulmates? You see, we have many similarities. We are efficient, especially when it comes to money. And we are competitive. They're like my mirror. But we can't stand having each other around. This hypothesis was soon proven to be valid. So the other night, after the two incidents, I was standing at the bus stop waiting for my regular bus. As I saw my bus approaching, I waved my hand. The bus stopped and the door opened. When I wanted to step into the bus, I heard someone from inside the bus say, "Yo, boss, that's the girl." I thought, I'm famous. Close the door! I was standing there. The bus ran away. Actually, back then, when Mama told me to speak up, she finished her advice with, "And be prepared to face the consequences." Well, I didn't hear that last sentence because I was busy rolling my eyes. Friends, speaking up is a double-edged sword. Yes, it brings you happiness. It brings you unfortunate. It brings you allies, and it brings you enemies. But if you believe that what you fight for is the right thing, keep speaking up. Beg